Hi, my name is Trevor Peterson. I'm the co-founder and CEO of Gura Gear. Today, I thought we'd take some time to walk through two of our product lines, the Kiboko and the Chobi. The reason these are both out here is they're designed to work together and they're part of an integrated travel system. We've developed this travel system to be your carry-on item and your personal item. These are the smaller versions of these products. The Kiboko line that comes in a 30-liter size, 22-liter size, and this, the 16-liter size. And the Chobi product comes in two sizes, a 16-liter and a 13-liter. These are the two smaller sized, and these bags are a little banged up because these are my everyday users. I thought it would be a little more authentic to show you how I actually use the product and the actual products that I use, rather than having something very stylized and very studio slick. So why don't we start with the Kiboko? Everything in here is here for a reason, and it's come from flying hundreds of thousands of miles every year in some extreme environments and really solving for very specific problems. So let me move the Chobi here, and okay, so the Kiboko here is fully loaded, and you'll see we're attached on both sides. So on this side here, we have our Gura Gear water bottle. I swear by this thing. It keeps water cold for a good 24 hours, and I do travel with it everywhere. This one's a little banged up, and you'll see that this pocket is gusseted. It's a nice billowing pocket, and it's got elastic across the top, so what's in there is not going to fall out. There is a second strap here that mirrors the tripod strap. We do have some customers that carry a tripod on one side and a light stand on the other. They make a portable studio to shoot headshots and stuff like that. The laptop sleeve is here. This fits a 14-inch MacBook Pro. I usually just pack a collapsible reflector in there. But if you're the type of image creator that likes to have everything in one place, your 14-inch MacBook Pro will fit perfectly in there. On this side, we've got the tripod side. This side is designed for a tripod. And what you'll notice is this tripod is straight. What tends to happen with a lot of bags is this strap gets loose and the tripod does this over time. And you're walking and you got to take it off and reset it. I hope you can see this, but what there is here is there's actually a locking clip. When I open the strap, this strap doesn't move unless I press this button. What that does is it keeps this very tight and the tripod's very stable. So when you're walking with it, you're really going to appreciate that. You'll see that the materials here are different. So this is what's called Spandura. This is purposely designed this way so that the legs of the tripod aren't going to punch through that material. And the other thing you'll notice here is, well, if I don't have my tripod and I cinch this down and cinch it down nice and tight, I hate straps that flap around. They get caught on branches. Maybe a little OCD about this, but I just like things that are neat. And it's a real pain to have stuff flapping around like this constantly. So we took the time to make sure we have strap keepers on every strap. And you just roll that up. Much neater, much cleaner, doesn't snag on things. It's a little detail, but it makes a big difference in everyday usability. Before we open it up, let's talk about the back here. If you look at it, it's got a back panel that looks like an expedition backpack. And the reason for that is a lot of smaller backpacks will have very simple back panel construction, candidly for the simple reason that that's cheaper to manufacture. Also, the shoulder straps here, if you notice, there's no seam along this edge. We spent a lot of time working on shoulder straps that had no seam here so that they're comfortable for a long period of time. These have a high density foam, just like our dividers. It's the same foam that's used in crash helmets on motorcycles. The reason for that is it's very light. Just like our bags protect your equipment, the straps protect your body. Lastly, we have a sternum strap. I definitely recommend using it. It takes the weight and it pulls the shoulder straps together, distributes the weight across the chest. And so you have a very stable pack that, I'm going back and forth and the pack's not moving. We want the pack to not get in the way of your shooting experience. So we have this patented system which we call our butterfly because it opens like the wings of a butterfly. So what does this do? It does three things extremely well. One is it is very space efficient. If this was a traditional camera bag, you would unzip it and you would open it up. You've got to work out of 2x the footprint of your bag rather than ours, which is 1x. the footprint of your bag. Secondly, this bag is designed to be packed, to carry as much gear as possible, and then to be converted to shooting mode. So right now, this is in shooting mode. So I've got a kit here. I've got some more kit here. We give you a mountain of dividers. And what this allows you to do is stack cameras. In the 30 in particular, you can put 2 cameras in the opposite orientation in this bag side by side, and lenses and a big lens. When you get to your destination, you could reconfigure it to what we call shooting mode, which is what this is right now. And as you can see here, I have 2 mounted cameras, which is very handy. Here I've got a digital camera and a film camera. For a weekend trip, some put the camera system on one side and their clothes on the other. The system itself is very, very functional for that. And the last thing is, I can zip one of these up. Why would I do that? Well, if I'm in Tarangire National Park photographing elephants and this thing's covered in dust, I'm only exposing half my equipment to dust. Shooting in the rain, only one side gets exposed. Let's get into some of the features. I think the first thing you'll notice here is the branding is very discreet. You'll notice the zipper pulls. This type of zipper pull you'll see on other bags today. When we originally launched the Kiboko, we were the first product that used these. And in fact, we had a hand in the design of this. These are designed to just grab, and you put your finger right there and pull. Very easy. Right? Also, when you're traveling, you just take all these, put them together, put a lock through. Just when you're traveling for a little more peace of mind, because we're all carrying expensive gear. This material is from a company called Dimension Polyant. It's called X-Pack VX21, and what it is sailcloth. You'll see there's a diamond pattern here. That is, it's effectively a Kevlar cross stitching. So if this material were to be punctured, that rip is not going to go very far. So it's very durable and very lightweight. The pack itself also, it has a channel down the center, which is very handy if you're changing lenses. It acts as a shelf. Lens doesn't roll anywhere. So it gives you a little portable workstation to work off of, but a very expensive, very round object isn't going to go rolling away. Let's spend some time here going through the features. This pocket here, it holds a rain cover. I don't keep the rain cover in there. I sometimes use it for extra cushioning, actually. But I'll put my phone in there. I'll put my wallet in there. I'll put something I want to grab quickly if I'm on an airplane in there, like a charging cable or something like that. We have 4 compartments. We have 2 compartments on the top that are unpadded organization pockets, and then we have 2 of the large butterfly pockets for your equipment. So the first one here on the right, again, there's pullers on all the zipper pulls, because if you needed these for your gloves, you're going to need these for your gloves. The lanyard here is usually for keys, but I keep my keys in my Chobi bag. So I keep my memory card wallet here attached to this lanyard. It's just got enough room that it's not going to fall out of the bag, but it's secure. This is our Tembo memory card wallet. And the key feature here is that it does not use Velcro. So this cord provides the ability to close it and keep it secure without making a noise. When I'm traveling, I usually put my passport here. And never leave home without your trusty AirTag. Thank you, Apple. Great product. I am not being sponsored to say this. On the second side, it's where I keep accessories and batteries. We have a line of accessory pouches called Etc. This is one here. And you'll see that it fits perfectly in this pocket. These are designed to be compatible. In this Etc. pocket, I have my charged batteries. As they're used, I just throw them in this pocket here. So, everything is very organized. I know exactly what's charged. I know what isn't charged. I've got a system that works, and it's based around this Etc. pouch, which slides in here. It's a reflector for my flash. Stays nice and flat in this pocket. And then here, the body cap for the Canon system. Let's go to the main pockets here. A few years ago, we had a customer with a Generation 1 of this product, and he came to us and he said, I'm scared I might drop something because there's two compartments. So is there any way you can make sure I don't? So we thought about it, and we did 2 things. The original version of this bag you could open this way. And what we realized is if you can open it in either direction, you have to really think about, do I have this bag open or closed? So we changed that, and now you can only open and close in one direction. If you see 4 zipper pulls at the top of your bag, you know it's closed. A friend of mine's a neuroscientist, and I kicked around this idea, and I said, how else can we make this better? He said, simple, the brain responds to color. I give you color. We added a binding tape here in our signature Gurugir blue, which is the only place we use this color where you could see it from outside. And so how this works is, if you see this blue, your bag is open. If you don't see this blue, your bag is closed. That customer has since bought one of these version 2 Kiboko bags, and that's his favorite feature. In fact, that was the reason he upgraded from the version 1 to the version 2, because he loved that blue binding tape. So this pocket at the moment, normally my Canon system sits here. Right now I've got a film set up in this bag. So I've got a Gold F3, a fast 85 prime, a couple of polarizer filters, and 2 more Nikon primes, the stand for my ProPhoto flash. And then I wanted to walk through, you'll see here that these dividers subdivide in both directions because equipment is different sizes and different people have different needs. The walls of this bag, there's a lot of padding in there, but none of these are very thick. And this is plenty of padding. This is, again, motorcycle foam that we use in the shoulder straps. When you squeeze it, it actually increases in its protective characteristics, which is the same thing you want in a helmet. That's why we use this particular foam. The main pocket of the bag has 2 features that I'd like to point out. One, you'll see this little black, we call it a zipper garage. Well, your zipper goes in there. It's just one little thing to make sure your equipment doesn't get scratched. Secondly, there's 2 pockets, 1/3, 2/3. But if you want to put something long, you can open it up. On the second side, you see the same layout in the pockets with the zipper garages as well. The same Velcro here. I've got batteries for the flash, another polarizer, diffuser, just kind of the basics all in there. I've got a very small ProPhoto kit. This is just a street shooter. One other thing I would like to point out is this, which is a divider with little 2 strips of Velcro in the back. You get 2 of these. These allow you to pop that there and give you a little more protection. You've got a camera and an LCD screen against the bottom of your bag. Some photographers put their camera this way. So if you've got the front of the lens, the front lens element at the bottom of the bag, it's an extra layer of protection. And some photographers like to carry as much gear as they can possibly jam in. Just take it out. Lastly, you'll see the straps here and here. Very handy when you're packing the bag to keep it open. And so now you can just kind of flop back and forth to each side, but you can see everything. And you know, we've got a pocket for everything. So there isn't just a buckle flapping around. You just put that in there. And then on this side, we pop the buckle in there. This is the one strap that doesn't have a strap keeper. It's because it has its own pocket. Just roll it up and roll it in. And that's my everyday kit. It's sized perfectly for a modern day mirrorless kit. I pack a full Canon R series kit in here with a ProPhoto lighting setup. As you can see, it fits my film kit quite well. It is big enough to carry what you need, but not so big that you're carrying so much that it weighs you down. Last feature on the exterior of the bag is the handle. It's big and beefy because camera gear is heavy. So it's very easy to grab. When you have this bag in an overhead, it's very easy to grab and get it out. We use Hypalon, which is what Zodiac rafts are made out of. They're then riveted. If you can see, there's a line here. There's a plastic piece inside the bag that this handle is riveted to. This handle is incredibly strong. It's designed to really take a lot of shock from a lot of weight. And we've overbuilt it because I've had other bags over the years where the handles are blown out. And so I wanted to make sure that that didn't happen to ours.